In the country of Burkina Faso in West Africa, something dangerous was happening. In secret, while people slept at night, some army officers were planning to take over the government. They wanted to remove President Ibrahim Traoré from power. This kind of takeover is called coup. Burkina Faso has had many problems over the years since becoming free from France long ago. Many different leaders have been forced out of office. Foreign countries have tried to control what happens there. Many people have suffered because some leaders stole money meant for the country. In 2022, a young army officer named Captain Ibrahim Traoré became the leader of Burkina Faso. He was different from other leaders before him. He promised to make Burkina Faso truly free to make its own choices. He promised to fight against people who steal from the country, and he promised to bring all citizens together. Traoré took big steps that made many people happy. He asked French soldiers to leave Burkina Faso. For many years France had military bases there. Many people felt these bases gave France too much control over their country. Traoré also started taking back control of gold mines and other valuable resources. Before this, foreign companies took most of the money from these resources. Now he wanted more benefits to go to the people of Burkina Faso. He also began removing army officers who took bribes or stole money. These actions made regular people like Traoré, but they also made him powerful enemies who wanted him gone. One evening, a guard at the back door of the president's workplace found a strange envelope. There was no name on it. Inside was a list with 5 names, all army officers, and one sentence written in red ink. They meet in the dark. They plan. During prayer they strike before the flags rise. This meant that people were planning to attack before an important flag ceremony. President Traoré didn't panic when he saw this. He called Captain Naba Zongo, a trusted officer known for his detective work. Zongo had stopped another plot against Traoré the year before. Now he needed to work secretly again to find out what was happening. For several days Zongo and a small team watched the people named in the letter. One person seemed very suspicious. Colonel Dabir. This colonel was in charge of army supplies but had suddenly become very rich in recent months. Zongo's team followed him without letting him know. They saw Dabir meeting with other people in empty buildings at night. Cars with dark windows would arrive. People exchanged packages. They also caught secret radio messages, some coming from nearby countries. Then one night Zongo recorded a talk that revealed everything. Someone said everything must be done. B.S. and army buildings near the main city. Traoré quietly moved trusted soldiers to these places. Orders were given using secret words so others wouldn't understand. At 2 a.m. the night before the planned coup, everything was ready as the coup leaders gathered in a house near the edge of the city. Captain Zongo led a team to arrest them. When they entered, General Saw stood up calmly, almost making fun of them. He raised his hands and said, "So this is how it ends." Traoré had given clear instructions: no blood, catch them alive, let the people see who tried to betray us. The next morning at 9 o'clock President Traoré appeared on TV. He wore his full army uniform and spoke calmly but firmly. Last night our country was saved from people who tried to betray us, he said. Officers who once promised to protect us were planning to hurt us, but justice has won. The names of everyone involved in the plot were read out loud. Their faces were shown on TV. Traoré didn't yell or threaten to get revenge. Instead he promised fair treatment and respect for the country. Behind this successful operation was someone unexpected. Sergeant Karim Saadou. He was a junior Officer who worked in General C's office. It was Saadu who had left the unnamed envelope at the gate. He had secretly copied files, tracked meeting times and smuggled proof to Captain Zongo. What he did was very dangerous. If caught, he could have been killed. When asked why he took such big risks, Sawat simply said, "I was trained to fight for my people, not for foreign money." Tro made him a captain right away in front of the whole nation. Saadu was honored as a hero. A simple soldier became a symbol of loyalty to the country. After the arrests, Trui made big changes. Every high-ranking officer was questioned about their loyalty. Corrupt generals were removed from their jobs. A team of regular citizens was created to fight corruption. Army salaries were made public so everyone could see them. A phone line was set up for people to report wrongdoing. A new rule stopped foreign countries from giving money to army officers. Most importantly, he replaced over 60 older officers with young patriotic leaders, most under 35 years old. The old guard was gone. Foreign governments watched these events carefully. Some newspapers said Traoré was making Burkina Faso too controlled by the military. Others warned about Russian influence replacing French influence. But across Africa many people cheered for him. For decades former colonial powers had military bases